So, I guess the guys at Martin are big fans of DiCaprio movies? Alright, so Martin came out with a new guitar, and it is the GPCE Inception. Woo. It's a little bit of a weird name, the Inception, but it's a really interesting guitar. So let's talk about the two main big things with this guitar, and then maybe the most important thing that we need to keep in mind. So I'll get to that at the end, but the first of the two big things is maple. Martin is using maple. Now, the idea is they wanted to go to domestic woods for sustainability and that stuff, and I understand that, and that's cool, but also it's a good strategy. So we're seeing movement on that. I mean, Gibson has kind of been doing that the whole time with the use of maple and walnut, although Gibson uses rosewood and mahogany. And then, of course, Taylor, with using a bunch of different woods, has gone to more domestic, more sustainable woods. But Martin using maple is a big deal. And it was funny. This has been in development for a while, or they've been trying to do something for a while. I remember talking to a Martin guy. This was right before the pandemic, late 2019. Right before the pandemic, and I said, when are you guys going to come out? I was talking to him. I said, when are you guys going to come out with a maple guitar? He says, just hold on, man. He says, just hold on, and you'll see. Well, and here we go. I had to wait a little longer than I thought. Number two, the other really wild thing about this is that they've laser cut weight relief into the braces. And I'll try to pull some pictures off of the Martin website and put them up on the screen. But they have like this honeycomb pattern cut into the braces, top and bottom. And they even mentioned they're not the first to do this. There's a lot of boutique guitar makers that have been doing this. But the idea is to allow the European spruce top to move a little bit more to get some more low end out of a maple. And so maple's an interesting tone wood because I find maple to be pretty flat, and I find maple also to be very guitar body dependent. So usually you see it in the bigger body guitars who, like for instance, the best maple guitar in my opinion is there's two I really like. There's two maple guitars I really like. The first one is the Gibson Jumbo, the SJ200, and it's massive, but you kind of get the low end. But there's like a flatness to maple almost. It kind of lets everything else do its thing because it's a very hard and dense wood. The other favorite maple guitar, which is like all maple, even a maple top, is the Taylor AD27, which I don't know if that's still in the lineup for Taylor this year. But of course, the SJ200s are, gosh, $4,000 at least. But the Taylors are really affordable. They're under $3,000, and that's a slope shoulder dreadnought. So there's also likewise a big guitar, but very versatile guitar. I would really like to play this one. And being it's a GPC, that kind of the Grand Performer body style, it's going to be interesting to see how that feels and how that sounds. I can't see where there's any out that I can even take a look at this point in time. So which is why I'm just making this reaction video. And if I can get a hold of one, I will and play it and report back. But I'm probably not going to buy it because the price on this one is a little steep, and this is going to be the barrier to entry, and I don't think it's going to be a big seller because of this. It's $4,000. I'm a big fan of Martin. You see the hat. I love my D35 so much. It's just one of the best acoustic guitars I've ever put in my hand. But as a dyed-in-the-wool kind of Martin fan, I don't know that I'm going to spend... Like, if I'm going to spend $4,000, I hate to say it, I'm probably going to buy the Gibson. And it has electronics. It just says LR Baggs electronics. I didn't see... It better friggin' have an Anthem for that kind of money, to be honest. If that has an element, I mean, you just might as well not put one in there. I don't like acoustic guitars with cutaways. I know there's a lot of research and development and a lot of labor going into laser cutting, all of the bracing and everything they did. But I'm not sure where this guitar is going to go. But we'll see. I like that they're trying new stuff. I don't know that this is quite the ticket, but we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and all the YouTube stuff down there. And I'll maybe link my D35 review if you want to see how I feel about a Legacy Martin guitar. And remember, it's always about the song. Peace.